National Skating Derby's roller game of the week from the Los Angeles Sports Arena in Los Angeles, California. We're bringing you roller game of the week. Today's game, the Los Angeles Thunderbirds and the Philadelphia Warriors. I'm Dick Lane at trackside. The girls are on the track, and the score is 5-0 in favor of the visiting Warriors. And here we go. The Jammers on their way. 2 on 2. That's 6 big ones for the Thunderbirds in my book. Three's all they got. They got 3. 3 Thunderbird points, and it's 5-3. Yes, sirree. Sally Vega was finagled into a match race with Arnold in St. Louis. And Judy and her girls have tried to get Sally for deserting the Warriors. They say she deserted them. She's always wanted to be a Thunderbird. Sally became so incensed that she challenged Judy Arnold to a match race. Well, Judy and Jess said, okay, on 2 conditions. First, not in Los Angeles, never. It's got to be at the Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis before her own big fan club, she says. And the match race must be there. And second, if Judy Arnold loses, she'll quit the Warriors. But if Sally loses, she must leave the Thunderbirds and go to Lester Quarles' Canadian Braves. Because Jess Adams says he has sold her option to Lester Quarles, to the Canadians. Dave Pound is completely upset about it. Here we go. Judy Arnold has got 1 good one. 2, 3. 3 good ones. Judy Arnold gets 3 for the Warriors, and the score is 8-3 now. I want to remind you, this season marks the beginning of all dramatic exhibitions on roller games on television for 1 hour only. This decision is a result of a recent International League conference. As American tapes will be interchanged with foreign tapes, and as television stations in foreign countries, as well as the majority of the cities in the American network, are unable to accommodate more than 1 hour of time, it was agreed that hereafter, special games would be made for television purposes only. And each game would be 1 hour duration, and the winner of the game determined in each 1 hour television game. This television game is for entertainment purposes only and not to be reproduced without the written permission of the National Skating Derby. Here we go. And again, they send speed out of there. This time it's number 61, Offbin, getting out there, along with Congleton, number 66, Lynn Congleton. And they look into their fences, and they are powerful. Look at those defenses. Big Earlene Brown, number 747, and the DC-10, Patty Cabin. Holy Moses, they hit the wall. You want defenses? There they are. Ho, 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 ho. Pop another cap at him, but you'll never make it. Here comes Judy Arnold, and she's in there trying to stop him. And they stop her. The clock is ticking up, and they're still trying. Arnold's still trying, and she's on her head again. Ho, no score. And I mean no score. That's really stopping him. What's her? Sally Vega, a Thunderbird, and believe me, she is a Thunderbird. Come into the booth. Here is General Manager of the Thunderbirds, Mr. Dave Pound. And Dave, this is an exciting game and an exciting night.
Yes, it is, Dick. You know, we've got some very important match races coming up this next week. You know, we've been getting it from all angles, from Jess Adams, Ken Monty, what they're saying they're doing. You know, it just burns them to think that we've got Vega and Riley now back on the Thunderbirds. So it's a conspiracy between Adams and Quarles and anybody else they can muster on their side to try to completely undermine the morale and the team spirit of the Thunderbirds. So these match races next week are going to be most important. You know,
the match race that I'm talking about, Sally and Judy Arnold in St. Louis, that's a big one.
Yes, it is. She's forced into that one. So here we just got her back on. We just got her back on the team and in the event.
Look at her go! Oh, brother! Earlene Brown took very, very good care of that gal. Got a gal down, and these Thunderbird fans love it.
Also, what it is, Dick, it really burns the other owners and the other coaches to know that we're finally getting this team together. So we've got these important match races with in St. Louis. That's for Sally's contract against Judy Arnold, and then the big one is with Riley now. You know, he's a big man out there. He's with Parker, and we've got races there at the Olympic in Anaheim, San Bernardino, Long Beach, and San Diego. So I just hope that the fans will come out and support us and give Danny all the encouragement we have, because I'd be damned if I want to lose him now after we just get him back.
Well, Danny Riley was euchred into that kind of a match race. He's got to win 4 out of 6 match races. Well, now that was a plot to get this man in trouble. Danny will take care of himself, believe me. Ho, ho, ho! Sally Vega doing her stuff out there, and believe me, she's doing a good job of it. She's taking good care of 2 of them. That's Sally Vega down there, heaven help her. She's back in Thunderbird uniform where she belongs. She'll empty this track if they keep coming at her. Number 5 is Judy Sawinski. She walks away, says the gal can take care of herself, believe me. Judy Arnold got roughed up. Boy, we got a big doubleheader coming up on the 28th. Big one coming up on the 28th in the Olympic Auditorium. It's a big doubleheader. The Thunderbirds will be there. And in Anaheim on the 4th, San Bernardino on the 10th, Long Beach Sports Arena on the 11th, San Diego Sports Arena on the 12th. And they move out to Peoria, St. Louis on the 19th, Terre Haute, Lockport, Illinois. The Thunderbirds will be on a long tour. And here we go, big Earlene Brown on the way after Judy Arnold, who's been imitating her, calling her a big, big overgrown airplane. Look out. Sally Vega tears into the, caught the doctor, knocked him down. She was after Judy Arnold. Boy, that Sally Vega tear this house down to get at that Judy Arnold. Foreman skate, get off the rail, everybody. There's the referees. Judy Arnold looking for a helmet. She wants to jam. But Roberta Mitchell, nope, she grabs a helmet and she's on her way. And the period ends before they can finish it. And we'll get an official score as timeout is called by the referees. And there it is, 9-6 in favor of the Warriors. We'll hurry right back. Well, sir, we're back at it again. We talk about Danny Riley's match races. Danny won his first match race against Big Jim Carter, but Ken Monty reached out and kicked him on the leg, and his leg was badly injured. Monty kicked him and hurt that leg very badly. Of Danny Riley, as he won his match race, but Ken Monty reached in and kicked him and hurt that leg. But Danny's got match races coming up at the Olympic Auditorium. Match race again at Anaheim Convention Center, then into San Bernardino with Swing Auditorium, and then into the Long Beach Sports Arena, and again in the San Diego Sports Arena. Danny Riley's got to win 4 out of the 6 match races. He's already won his first race. It looks like he's on his way, if he didn't ruin that leg. There's big Tommy Cruz out there with the ex-policeman. That's Jerry Cattell for the Warriors. And he takes the Palmer boy out and leaves him flat. Moves on his way. Big Johnny Johnson lays back to defend. And Cruz says, no, give him to me. He's my boy. He meets him. Solid citizen back at the back of that pack. Danny Riley shouts back something at Carew, and he's scored on quickly by the fast skating policeman. He's down, but he got 1. 1 is all he got. on our way, and a man coming into my booth now is a man I haven't invited, Mr. Lester Quarles.
I don't need any invitations from you. All I've got to say is I've got Vega wrapped up. Now, Riley has some match races coming up with Parker, and now I want Riley. Ken Money has already set the deal. Riley is coming on the Braves. Like I said, I got Vega sewed up. Now I want Danny Riley. He doesn't have a chance in those match races against Parker. Riley will become Canadian property, just like Vega.
You're talking through your hat, Mr. Rudd. Goodbye, goodbye, my friend. Here's a man who is making a lot of claims. He's going to do this and he's going to do that. Well, believe me, he's not going to do the things he says he's going to do. All they want to do is to cripple Danny Riley so that he can't win those match races. But believe me, Danny will take good care of himself. He's on his feet, and they try to kick his leg again. Ooh, he would love to step on that one. Oh, they go to work on that leg. That was Otis Williams who kicked that leg again, that same leg. And Danny's got to win 4 out of the coming 6 match races. Jim Trotter gloating over the fact that he's got Danny Riley in trouble. He's got him gimped around. Got a one-legged skater. He says, nobody. Ah, come on, Evans. That isn't the foulest thing I've ever seen. And you wonder why the Thunderbirds are kicking. Riley won his first race. Even with that bad leg, he says, I'll go ahead. I'll win these other 3 races. I'll win them all. Because I'm not going to Canada or anywhere else. I'm going to stay with these Thunderbirds, believe me. Well, he'll have him at the Olympic Auditorium on the 28th. On the 4th, he'll be in Anaheim. Then to San Bernardino. And the Long Beach Sports Arena. And the San Diego Sports Arena. Believe me, Danny Riley's got his work cut out for him, but I'm trusting him. Everybody's taking a shot at that leg. Here we go. The Little Fox, Eddie Williams out there against Richard Brown. Brown got him off and into the infield, up and over the rail. He monkey-clued right back in again. Little Richard Brown finds the defenses of Big back there. Danny Riley and Big John Johnson. I want to remind you that anti-inflation prices are in effect wherever the Thunderbirds play. Believe me. Holy man! Look at that skate again. Over there for 5, and he's going for more. He's flying for more. That's little Richard Brown for the Warriors. Coming up again. And he's hit. He's on his back. 2, 1. It's all, but he got 5. 5 big ones. And there they go again. Broad jumping on that leg. They are going to make certain that Danny Riley will not be able to even put on his skates for these match races. But if I know Danny Riley and I know the Thunderbirds, they'll be there. Time is called by the officials with a score 10-6 in favor of the Warriors. Back to the action again. John Hall up there with his man, demanding a little respect for his team and a little less abuse to Danny Riley. My heavens. The trainer comes up there to see what he can do about it. There's Mr. Hateful himself. And they have kicked that leg, and there goes Trotter, working on that left leg. John Hall up there to protect the fallen Riley. I have seen some foul play in my time, but this is the worst. Danny was euchred into those. Oh, come on. Will they ever let up on that man? Into the penalty box for Mr. Trotter. Now, right now. He's tearing down things and wait a minute. He'll throw him out of the game. I wish he would. Referee Saunders says into that box. And the score 10-6. Now here we go. They send Speed out. Greg Quinn, and he's on his way. He draws little Richard Brown as an opponent. He's at him again. Little Quinn stays right with him. Greg goes to him, hip to hip. Quinn gonna try one more time. He missed. missed it. He took him completely out of the world. Wow-wee. What a tremendous thing. Brown went completely over and out and stayed on his feet. Danny Riley going to run the block for this kid, Greg Quinn. They got a panel set for him. He says, come on, now, now. He hurdles using Danny Riley's back. And he says, go get some more. He's got 6. He's got 7. How about that? That's Greg Quinn. 7 T-Bird points, and look at him going to work on the leg again. Oh, come on. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I just can't believe it. Trotter, Little Richard Brown, and their big man, Otis Williams, all working on that leg of Danny Riley. Danny's still gimping on that left leg, and there they go with a drop kick into his back from Little Richard Brown. And the big man, Trotter, going to work on that leg. Oh, man alive. Huh. There's just no describing that. Those actions speak louder than any words I could say. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, go wash your mouth out with gin or something strong, because I'm thinking some pretty strong thoughts. Danny Riley with a series of match races against Big Chief Parker, and they're trying to cripple the kid. At the Olympic Auditorium, he'll have a race, another one in Anaheim Convention Center, at Swing Auditorium in San Bernardino, at the Long Beach Sports Arena, and at the San Diego Sports Arena. Yes, sir, Riley's contract is at stake. If he loses 4, if he loses, he's got to win 4 in order to stay with the Thunderbirds. If he does not make 4, here's Danny Riley out against one of his arch enemies, and look at this man work on his leg. Riley comes right back and takes a kick in the right leg this time. They're trying to knock both legs out from under him. If he loses in those series of match races, if he doesn't win 4 out of 6, his contract is sold to Lester Quarles' Canadian Braves. And that is a fate worse than death. One good one. There's 2 good ones. 3, 4. He's got $1 million. Quinn's got him in tow. He's got them all. Little Richard Brown got them all for the Warriors. Well, sir, there's a definite conspiracy between Monty, Adams, and Quarles to wreck the Thunderbirds again. And what else is new? Sally Vega, Danny Riley, they want them all. Who else? Who's next? Who next should they put their sights on? You talk about a conspiracy, worse than a conspiracy. It's collusion. Such trickery I have never seen. The referees are shouting to get this team together with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. And the Thunderbird fans say, go, go, go! Let's pick up some points. Thunderbirds trailing. They called for a jammer. And believe me, they've got one. Big Johnny Johnson. Big John thunders up through the pack. Big John, it takes a whip from the opposite skater. Big Jim Trotter whipped in. No score. He's got to go on. The jam has started. The period ran out. Big John was on his way. Time has been called at the end of the period, and we'll get a, there it is, the score, 20-13 in favor of the Warriors. We'll hurry right back. There's a break in the play, and I'm so delighted to say again, we have Sally Vega back in the uniform and Danny Riley. We're both back, and the more that we get them back, then immediately Ken Monty and Jess Adams and that man Quarles start saying they're going to tear our house down, burn the whole house down. We're delighted that you're back, Sally and Danny.
We're both excited to be back with the team. You know, they're all coming up against us. The odds are against us. Everything's pointing in the opposite direction. We're behind the 8 ball. Listen, I'm going to do everything in my hands to wipe out that Miss Arnold. I'm going to get her. Listen, I've got confidence. I know I can do it. Dave has inspired me. Danny's inspired me. We haven't skated together in a long time. We're going to stay on this team, and we're going to make it a champion team. Right, Dan?
Well, Danny, you've got 4 match races. You've got to win out of 6 in the series against this man Parker.
Well, like I said before, Dick, I beat Parker in the first race. I've got 3 to go. I've got a bad leg due to Monty coming in, you know, and trying to help his fat thing out there. But I've got confidence. I know I can do it. I've only got to win. I've only got to stay in there 3 more times, and I'll do it. Sally will stay on the team. I'll be on the team, just like she's on the team right now. We are sick and tired. We are fed up. We've taken all we're going to take, and that's all I've got to say. This one over here trying to deliberately wipe me out because he doesn't want me on the birds. I mean, how much are we supposed to take out here? We're just as human as anybody else.
We put our contracts on the line, and still they want to step on us and humiliate us.
Don't even belong on the Thunderbirds to begin with. That's what this whole thing pertains to. They do not belong there. That's the reason for these match races.
Well,
and let me tell you,
it takes them doing to get us off the team.
Let me tell you something. Dick Lane and you people have saying that I have kicked Danny in the leg.
Come on, I saw you. What are you talking about?
Am I that type of person?
Yes.
I'm asking you, and I'm telling you another thing. And the Thunderbirds, I am suing you and you, Dick Lane, for defamation of character. You don't do things like that to people like me.
You have no character.
Monty, now.
Shut up, fat boy. That goes for this broad here. Look, I am so sick and tired of this.
A lady, not
Shut
a
up.
broad.
My patience is wearing thin with both these people. Both of you are going to Canada whether you like it or not. You're overpaid with the T-Birds. The T-Birds are losers. You're both going to lose these lousy match races you got, and you're coming to Canada with me whether you like it or not.
What hole did you come out of?
Wait a minute, let me just put you straight.
Tell him, Dave.
You're right, and these are important match races with Sally there in St. Louis and with Danny coming up this next week. But don't think you're going to intimidate him, because he's going to beat you at San Bernardino and Long Beach, San Diego, Anaheim, and the Olympic. And don't kid yourself, I know he can do it.
Better fit him up for a Canadian.
Listen, we're not going to lose him now. He's back, and you're going to stay back.
Why don't you go somewhere and shave and come to the
Why
game
don't you just step back?
some-
Why don't you just step back and take care of yourself now? Get your little man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let him stay here. Danny Riley will win his match races. Don't you worry about a thing. The Olympic at San Bernardino, at Anaheim, and Long Beach, and San Diego, he'll take care of them all. We've got a lot of playing to do here. A lot of game left, so hang right in there with us. We'll hurry back to the action in just one moment. The track, and the score is 20-13 in favor of the Warriors. Little Richard Brown ran afoul of big Earlene Brown. Gonna get him off the track. The jammers are set, and they call for the jammers. Roberta Mitchell gets out of there with Arnold. Arnold and Roberta Mitchell. And here comes Sally Vega and Juanita Ricardo. 2 and 2, 2 Thunderbirds and a sit-out, and the jammer now is, Sawinski. Sawinski is the jammer. Sally was not a jammer. That was a ploy to get Sawinski out of there. Sawinski up to Arnold, and Arnold hits solidly. I just talked to Danny Riley, and he says, that leg's going to be all right. Nobody going to hurt me. He says, they pound me, but they'll still win those match races. Here's a three-girl whip to send her in there solidly. Plows in it for 2, for 4, for 5. Sawinski picks up 5. And these Thunderbird fans like that. That's the Thunderbird spirit. That maintains everywhere. Danny Riley told me that leg, they're going to work on that leg, but it's not going to stop him. He said, if I have to put this leg in a cast, I'll skate, I'll beat that man every time he starts. Because I'm not going to leave these Thunderbirds, and I'm certainly not going to go up to Canada with this Lester Quarles. What a hateful situation that turned out to be. He must win 4 out of a series of 6 match races. He's handled himself well from the first one, even though they did try to break a leg on him, with an assist from Ken Monty in the infield. That Monty, he sticks his nose where it doesn't belong all the time, along with Jess Adams and Quarles. Well, here we go. Denise Todd on her way with Lois Decker. Ogman and Congleton now for the Warriors. They took the opposing jammers out. Big Jim Trotter shouting from the infield, get in there, get them all. Sawinski lays back to defend. Sawinski and Vega defending. They've called Vega all kinds of turncoats and traitors. They come up and brace them again. Roberta Mitchell tries one time. Congleton tries it. Ogman and Congleton, and they're picking him out of there. That's Arnold picking him off. They're flying through. They've got 8. They got them all. 10 big ones. 10 big ones. And Arnold still abusing everybody. But Sawinski's got, oh, look at her kicking at the legs. Referee gets in there, break it up, and big Arlene Brown comes up and says, I'll take care of it now. Oh, look at that abuse. Arnold and Sally Vega kicking, stomping, abusing the legs. They're not trying to beat him in a game. They're trying to beat him by crippling them. Oh, man. They put a helmet on their number 62 gal, Denise Wilson. That's Judy Arnold, and boy, they don't make him any rougher than that. And they don't make him any more bitter against the gal than she is against Vega. Unless it's Jim Trotter against Danny Riley. They put a helmet on Ricardo. Juanita Ricardo, number 7. The call for the jammers. And they called it off to get their girl out of the penalty box. That was a good play. They get Arnold out of the penalty box. The leading jammer only can call off the jam and get her out in seconds rather than a full minute. I noticed the trainer working on Danny's leg in there, but Danny says, just bows shakes his head. He says, I'm all right, don't worry about me. Well, I'm not going to worry about Danny. Danny says, I'll take care of myself out there. Chief Parker. That big ox. Here's a whipping at Sally Vega. But who else? Arnold. Vega and Arnold. Boy, are they enemies now. Down goes Sally. Solid takeout. Arnold is laughing. Laughing almost hysterically as he comes around. Grabs the helmet from her manager, Jess Adams.